I literally just heard an owl. I thought owls only came out at night. Or is that vampires? Wait, I'm mixing up my vampire and owl facts. There it is again. I don't know, come to think of it, I've never seen an owl in the daytime. Or ever. Nature is amazing. Anyway, I'm out here and it's hot, but it's not too hot, you know? That owl will not shut up. Anyways, I'm out here because I am homeless. Quite literally, I'm like in between living places. As in, I'm just like on vacation, visiting family before going to college. I'm living out here, not outside, but I'm living out in the West, in America. I can get a slushie whenever I want, as an ant. Yeah! Yeah! Isn't it pretty out here though? Look at that. It's nice. I came outside because there's my family is inside, and I'm nervous about talking to myself to my phone. So, because I'm going to do that because I have a sketchbook that I just finished, and I'm pretty pumped about this sketchbook. This is the sticker that starts my sketchbook. I found it in a pile of magazines that I was shredding for work. Oh, I'm gonna melt. I'm gonna start melting out here. I guess that'll just force me to talk faster through my sketchbook. Okay, let's get into it. This is my sketchbook, and I started it May 15th, and I finished it August 4th. So that's, wow, almost like 3 months. And this is interesting because this is a small sketchbook, but it has many pages. So it took a little bit longer than usual. Doing all sorts of flipping and turning because this sketchbook, I did it in many directions. Just moved, so I'm very in between places right now. In this sketchbook, I was doing a lot of people sketching just from life, and I found that very educational, to observe people and to try to capture their essence. This is from the movie Yentl, Barbara Streisand and Mandy Patinkin. There's our first ray spotting of this sketchbook. Yeah, around like May, my love for Star Wars increased tenfold. So there's a fair bit of that in this book. A lot of Ray. I find her very inspirational. Like, I listen to Ray's theme when I'm working out in the gym, and it's like the most pumped up I've ever been. I hope this light isn't terrible. I actually can't tell because the screen's kind of dark because it's light outside, but the page I'm looking at is bright, so we'll see. Finn. I drew these in the car. This was like a page where I was writing down things that I needed to finish for this mural I was doing, and yeah, I just kind of did some ink drawings over it once I was done. So there are some pages though that I didn't really draw on. Instead, I used them to put these stamps in. So in Japan, if you go to a certain tourist site, that like everywhere you go, anywhere in Japan, they always have like a stamp. That was a failed one, and those are a few others. So I did a little sketch here to fill in empty space. These are the Star Wars kids, but I didn't finish drawing them. That's kind of a sad page for me because I didn't get back to finishing it, but it's okay. You gotta forgive yourself when you're an artist because there's a lot of things you don't finish, so you just gotta be okay with just leaving things and never finishing them. I did this at the really cool art museum in Kanazawa. I was looking at other sketchbook videos I had done, and it's kind of interesting how I don't notice my progression or my improvement until I really look back on them and like look at the sketchbooks in succession, like what I improved on from sketchbook to sketchbook. It's hard to see actually happen, but you can see it after the fact. This is a very sketchy mermaid. That was for Mermaid that I really failed at doing, and I was disappointed in myself as I expressed in the last sketchbook video. Egyptian things? I don't know what I was inspired by that day. This is the first page I did watercolor in, but I don't like the color scheme. Green and orange don't go very well together, unfortunately. Unless you really are a fan of green and orange. But to me, they just look like Halloween. Here's some drawings of Phasma. Isn't that weird? Like young Phasma? I was thinking about, because there was those pictures released of her without her helmet, and I was like, And then some more watercolored portraits down there. I dressed up as Esmeralda for a dance, and so here's some like Esmeralda-inspired drawings. Orange and blue do go well together because they're complementary colors. but orange and green look like Halloween. There's another quick mermaid. I like that one. It has a lot of like motion in it. It has like a sense of movement. Ray. I have no idea what that is, but I think I just messed up the face. And it looks like a horsewoman. So I have this weird like fixation on this new character. I think her name is General Holdo or something like that. I have seen like 1 or 2 images of her, and I really like her design, like her curly purple hair and her like cool drapey dress thing. And so I've done like a few, not even a few, like there's a lot of sketches in here of her, and it's kind of weird because I have no information about her yet, but I like her. Oh my gosh, what the, is that a cat? Oh, there's like birds over there. There's like turkeys. Do you see those? Is that a peacock? No, I don't think so. Are they gonna come get me? Wow, there's so many. America is so weird. I'm gonna move on. Luke. But yeah, I've had the sketchbook for a long time. There's another one of, I think her official title is something like Vice Admiral Holdo or something, or Admiral Holdo, and she's like a secret rich woman, secret rebel that works with the rich people. I don't know, but I'm excited for her. I don't like that page. And I get to choose which pages you look at, so if I don't like a page, I'm just gonna skip it. That was a drawing of a woman on a train. I can't be sure. Oh my gosh. It's a deer. I'm just like surrounded by wildlife right now. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. That just wiped my brain clean. I'm sorry. Stress doodle, I think I was waiting for an AP test or something. Ballpoint pen is very nice because it's kind of the kind of pen that you can also shade with because it can go lighter and also darker. That is my friend on the train. And then I was stupid and I was drawing her, but then a space opened up beside me and I was like, hey, come sit by me. And then she came and sat by me. I was like, wait, go back. I was drawing you. Some more blue ballpoint pen. I like the blue it adds in this sketchbook because it's usually just like gray. That's another thing I really want to do and I haven't really achieved yet. I've been wanting to do more colors. Just like something that isn't just monochromatic. Alien creature. I have no explanation. It's like a mixture of a circus clown and an alien sea creature. Yeah, I was just creating random characters. Scribble. If you don't like something, just scribble all over it. Create a new thing. Of this page, I really just like these things, like these little like fly bugs I created. They're adorable. Okay, so lines at Disney in Japan are the worst things in the whole world, and they take like 4 hours long. And so I was drawing people in the line, but then I just got so annoyed that I stopped. Aliens. A while ago I came up with an alien character, and so sometimes she reappears, and this is sort of that a little bit. Another watercolor type thing. The sketchbook wasn't amazing for watercolor or anything, so I just didn't do watercolor in it a whole bunch. Looks like Gwen Stacy. That's why I wrote that, because it does. Looks like the Gwen Stacy from the bad Spider-Man movies. I like this sketch a lot. Let's just take a moment and focus on it. I don't know why I like it. It's just really like simple and I did it really fast. Mermaid, possibly, but I never finished it, so I guess we'll never know. You gotta leave yourself on a cliffhanger sometimes. That's how you get through life. I was doing some magical bottles. I remember that I was drawing this on the day I went to go see Wonder Woman because I was very excited. Can you believe I saw like 50 turkeys and a deer in just like 13 minutes of being out here? This is like my comfort zone, is like women with flowing anti-gravity hair. I like this profile. It's kind of different from my usual style I do. Reminds me of the Green Goblin, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I did this in an ink brush pen, I think. Here's another like sketch of Vice Admiral Holdo. What if she's just terrible and I've wasted all this time drawing her? This is the view from my where I used to live, and I watercolored it because that was something I'd always wanted to do, so I did. And I'm glad I did. It was fun. I wonder where that deer went. This is actually colored pencils, though. Ooh, that's Mark. Luke. Well, both. And I think that's supposed to be Ray with her hair down. I haven't really successfully drawn her with her hair down yet, but that was also supposed to be Ray. Changes like from page to page, and it hasn't really stabilized yet because I get bored if I do something too similar. So I gotta switch it up, you know. That's a sassy face. I don't know why she's pouting so much. This was a lady who was doing some kind of like video for office etiquette that I watched, and it was really boring, so I was sketching during it. This was a cute drawing. It's kind of inspired by Mac DeMarco's music. Yeah, this is like, I like this face a lot because it was in pen and I did it really fast and it turned out okay. This is just random attempting drawing a kiss, which is always difficult. I was drawing people, and that's Penelope. Watch that movie again. That's a really fun movie. I like that movie a lot. Not just because of James McAvoy, okay, but because it's a delightful little story. But I was at like this little party and I was drawing people at the party, and that's what that is. This lady knows something. She knows your secrets. That's what she knows. This is like a really surprisingly long sketchbook. And I'm sorry if this is like 20 minutes long, but you know, someone's got to document this stuff. Braids, some kind of like witch, a coven. Yeah, that's what this looks like. There we are again. I think, weirdly enough, either Ray or Vice Admiral Holdo is the person I'm drawing the most in this sketchbook. And I'm okay with that. I think this is my favorite drawing of her, even though it doesn't really look a lot like her, but I just like the idea of her. I don't know what it is. I guess Ray's outnumbering her at this point. But yeah, here's some tiny, tiny rays. These are sketches from Brigadoon. You know, that old movie that Gene Kelly is in, where those people fall in love and dance. It's cute. I think that's little Gene Kelly. And that's the other one. Sid Charisse. That's Sid Charisse right there. Here we got a hair down Ray. I like her new look, even though they literally just changed it by having her hair down. But I love it. I guess I was art blocked, but this is pretty nice. I think I was trying to do something a little more detailed and more time consuming. I often do very fast sketches. I really need to be more of a perfectionist. That's kind of an opposite problem for artists, is being less of an optimist. Optimist? Perfectionist. I guess optimist as well. These are sketches of people. I think I was doing something for work, and I was sketching people as they were listening to a presentation. You know, the anime hair that just perfectly hangs between the eyes. Yep. I've been watching a lot of Red Letter Media. At first I thought they were a bunch of grumps, and then I watched like all of their videos, so I love them. Harry Potter, I think I drew that for his birthday or something? I don't know. I like this profile the best though. I think it's like Harry without glasses maybe? Or just random boy. I was trying to do expressions, although it didn't really work. I'm better at doing expressions when I'm focusing on one expression, I guess. So these are post-it notes from work that I pasted into my sketchbook. And that's because I'm a hard worker. Here's another one. This has a lot going on. Let's do a slow pan, ready? This was done with my gray brush pen. I like this profile too, even though it got cut off by the page. I've been trying to do more funky hands. People are confused by this page, and honestly, so am I. It was like a metal stamp that I filled in the spaces, and these arms are just arms. My gray brush pen, which is nice because it's not pure black, so I feel like it's less committal. I was using watercolor? Yeah. This has a little bit of watercolor on this page. I think I was art blocked during this page. I can tell. I can just look at it and tell. And this one maybe. I think that's highlighter, the orange part. Outside is simply too treacherous, so I came back into the sanctuary of indoors to finish this. I found a like wreath on my floor while I was cleaning my room, and it inspired me to do some like forest nymph type drawings. My camera is going like from red to blue, and I think it's because my camera was too hot outside. Yeah, that's an interesting thing that's happening right now. Here's another. This was the first drawing I did with the wreath that I found in my room. Here's kind of a cartoony Ray, and then some like lyrics from the Fleet Foxes because I'm a friggin' indie. Some more gray brush pen stuff. I think my favorite thing on this page is probably this. Hey! It's Kylo Ren with his brand new scar. Is that the right position? We'll never know. And this is Seymour and Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors, because I recently listened to that all the way through, and it's one, like, I think it's my favorite musical. I love it. Downtown. Don't get me started on musicals, my man. And guess what? It's Ray again. Yep, that's what I do now. Full-time Ray artist. I guess I found a gold pen somewhere. I don't have it still. This lady has a very long neck. I really like this sketch though. I outlined it in red to draw attention to it. I don't remember this page. I don't remember what this is. Who was I drawing? Who is that? Oh look, tape shapes. I do that a lot. Maybe I should make a video about tape shapes. This was like a test page for a bunch of different pens. I was figuring out which pens to throw away. I don't like this page very much. I think that's the pumpkin head from Over the Garden Wall. And that is some golden ink. Oh no, it's glitter nail polish, you guys. It's not even a tool you're supposed to use for art. But I did, and it looks terrible. So I have a few pages that are like this that I did like pencil sketches in, and then just kind of outlined them with my gray brush pen and kind of left the lines light, but I kind of like it. Here's kind of another one of those. This is based off of Tracks with Adam Driver and Mia Wachowski. That's probably not her name, but she's Australian. There's some successful mermaids. This was probably after May though, because I never do anything on time. There's some thumbnails for a project I was working on and finished. Harry Potter snuck back into my sketchbook. And I think that's Ginny. I think I redrew that a bunch of times. I like this. This is like a watercolor doodle, and then an ink doodle, and then some pencil sketches. It was done with gray brush pen and with a pen outline. This is kind of neat. I was drawing people on the train, and I put a sticky note there and then drew over that. This is kind of that thing. I was like doing pencil sketches with a black outline, but I did like a more detail in the pencil sketches part. Train. Sometimes I'll go back and like fill in some values. Okay, so these next few pages are from a day where I just got on the train and like rode the train back and forth, sketched people on the train, and that was really fun. I got on the train for the sole purpose of drawing people, and it was a really cool exercise. And because I would draw people on the train if I was going somewhere, but like going with the intent of drawing people was more like a mission where I was like, I gotta go and I gotta draw so many people. So, but I liked it. It was frustrating at first because it's hard to get people to look like you want them to, but then after a while you get kind of used to it. So I found it was getting better and better the more I was doing it, and that was really fun. No one cared at all, and it was beautiful. And he's not pregnant or he doesn't have a belly shirt, it's his backpack. That's been a source of confusion. It was a lot of, I think I drew for about an hour, and I was just doing quick sketches, so I got a lot of them in, so that filled up like a bunch of pages. I like this page a lot. I'm not sure why, but I like the sort of the way her legs look and his like facial features. This was when the behind the scenes footage came out for The Last Jedi, and it absolutely killed me. That was like my last sketch on the train, and then that one too. I kind of like that. I don't remember it, but it kind of appeals to me. On this page, I don't really like these two sketches, but I really like this one. It's a different kind of style, but I like the lines. I'm pointing out everything I like because it's like things I want to do more of, I guess. The best part about this drawing for me is like her clothes, because I came up with that design and I really like it. Oh boy, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm shipping these two, kind of. I'm dabbling. I swore not to ship anyone in Star Wars. But Rose is so cute. Look at her, she's so cute and small. And this was my first drawing in Hawaii, in the airport. This was this really cool guy that signed my sketchbook. That's an artist in Hawaii. His name is Cap, and you can find him on YouTube. He does a lot of videos for the Polynesian Culture Center, and he's amazing. If you look up how to husk a coconut, it's like the first video, and it's him, and he's amazing, and he signed my sketchbook and drew this little thing. These are people waiting in the Honolulu airport. Some had very touristy clothes on and like wearing leis and stuff. So I went to the Polynesian Culture Center, and it was so cool, and there were so many cool people and so many interesting cultural things. I have a few sketches from there. I think that's supposed to be Luke. That's a lady at the airport. So these next few sketches are from the Polynesian Culture Center. This was from Tonga, I think. There's like different sections for the different islands in the Polynesian Islands. There's some Polynesian women. Rose. I love her so much. and I haven't even seen her yet in the movie, but I love her and I want to protect her. I don't like this, although that took the most time, but I do like these little fast sketches. This was also sort of based around like people I saw at the Polynesian Culture Center. I did a lot of driving in Hawaii, so to pass the time I drew my dad while he was driving. I went snorkeling and it was amazing because I met a sea turtle and swam with it out into the ocean, and it was like a magical experience. What? They're laughing at my magical experience. Jerry's Pizza. In America, all restaurants belong to somebody. It's always like Jerry's Pizza or Sam's Pizza, Chris's Burgers, or whatever. It's always something like that. It isn't that way in Japan. So I have a new obsession, and that's Spider-Man Homecoming. I've seen it twice, but this is like my first Spider-Man Homecoming fan art. It's of Michelle and Peter. Anyway, Spider-Man Homecoming, let's talk about it. I loved it. It was perfect, everything I wanted and more. It exceeded my expectations. It was beautiful. These are some more sketches from Hawaii. I drew a sea dragon, and that's what this is. And those are freaking cool animals, my man. Have you seen a sea dragon? Like, that's fictional, right? But it isn't, it's real. I got trapped in Hawaii. Our plane was like broken, so we had to stay in Hawaii an extra day. We stayed in Hawaii an extra day. That's why I wrote Trapped in Paradise, because we were. These are people at this restaurant we went to. I think I drew that either on the plane or waiting for the plane. But it's a lady. I took a driver's ed course, and I drew a lot in driver's ed. Not that I wasn't paying attention, I'm a safe driver. I was just drawing while listening. Ew. Someone told me never to try to draw animals ever again, because it's just terrible. These are people in my driver's ed class. I'm sorry if it's shaky, it's so shaky. This is my mom and my aunt when we went to lunch with a bunch of my aunts and uncles, and I had a delicious burrito. This is a grass witch. I made her up. She bites your toes when you walk through tall grass. Sketches I crammed into a page. This is based off of someone I met this summer, but I don't want to reveal her identity or whatever. We were having a little like campfire thing. It was really fun. We were staying in this strange cabin, and there was a bust in there, and so I drew the bust at the spooky cabin. Dude, maybe? He's saying Barswain, which I think is more of a medieval thing, but you get the idea. Here's another version of that bust. This is a slightly more cartoony version. Anne of Green Gables, I think. She's got that Anne of Green Gables anxiety face. These sketches turned out pretty good. Those are real people. And it kind of looked like them. I was proud of myself. There's Ray. I don't know what she's doing, probably using the Force. This is a comic based off of Spider-Man Homecoming. You can pause and read, or you can go see it on my Tumblr. These are just some character design stuff I was doing for some character design work for somebody. I was doing driving with another student, and it was really boring, so I was just drawing in the backseat, even though I was supposed to be observing. And this is pretty cool. Gaia, I think Mother Earth. I like this page. I like the sketch of this man. This man's nose intrigues me. And this is just a sticker I got from some pie I ate in Hawaii. I like those hands. I like this girl. I don't really like these sketches though. This was a motorcycle guy that talked about motorcyclists in my driver's ed class. That was just that back page that usually is pretty crazy because it's like a test page. Oh, I'll show you my stickers really quick. This is a really cool Star Wars sticker. And then on the front, I have more Star Wars stickers like Rey and an X-Wing and Mr. Smiley, Mr. Happy, and a little sumo man playing a little mandolin. And this is a Croaky sketchbook, the Maruman Pocket Series. And it's great, and I have another one I'm gonna use later. So that's it.